We're just going to show a little bit of what we do. We wrestle. I didn't say wrestle. Wrestle is just, grappling around. To an African, when you wrestle, that means to put somebody on their back, belly, or side by any means. If I hit you upside your head with a club, you fall, you will wrestle by African standards. Okay? So, in knowing that, everything you're going to see is going to be wrestling right now, okay? I'm just going to warm up a little bit. And they actually could have kept the drums. It was cool because you should be able to fight in any environment, any size environment, and prevail. What you're going to see is a salute. This is a traditional salute. We always salute this way to show respect. You notice he's not saluting low and I'm standing there. It's not big eyes and little U's, anything traditional African. I'm just going to warm up. My neck's a little stiff. You go ahead and grab one. Go ahead, grab one. Normally, most people don't tell people, most sane folks don't tell somebody, grab my neck's hurt and go ahead and choke me. However, in African martial arts, we understand the science. If he chokes, usually instinctively you go up here. When you go up here and you squeeze these tendons here, you actually are squeezing his fist harder, or his hands harder around your neck. It's your natural reaction to come up. We don't fight natural reactions in the African martial arts. When he grabs my neck, I come up, and all I do is just turn and release. He's out of there. And I just release that, okay? So everything we do, we don't fight the person. It's not, you don't fight my way, you fight your way. There are no forms in indigenous African martial arts. If somebody tells you there are forms, they've added those. That's not traditional. Because anytime you put something in a form, it's encapsulated. It's a form. It's solidified, right? And so we don't move that way. Everything is fluid. I weigh 211 pounds. He's close to my weight, but if my son weighs maybe 80 pounds, if that. 83 pounds, that's important to him, right? He cannot fight the same way I fight. A woman who is 5 feet tall, 130 pounds, cannot defend herself the same way I'm going to defend myself. Kalanji can't defend himself the way I would defend myself. He can use the same principles of the system, but the style is the way he fights, all right? So there are no specific ways. There are principles. And there's techniques. So when he grabs me, at this point in my life, I'll probably just strike him or just make him let me go. I'm at that level. Now he grabs my neck. I can make him let me go and then I can go to work, okay? I would not advise that for somebody just starting out. Just raise your hands like you want to do, turn, you're out of there, and then you can do whatever it is that you do, whatever it is that is comfortable for you, whatever it is your body type works with. And of course the best form of martial arts, the highest form, is avoidance. He reaches for my neck, I shouldn't even be there, okay? I shouldn't be there for him to grab my neck. I should just go ahead and be able to deal with it. And I don't want to mess his pretty clothes up too bad, so I'll be kind of nice today, right? So it's avoidance, and you can avoid the way. What I just did, I just reached up and just did a pass. You'll see that in wrestling. You see passes, right? But what's the combat aspect of that? And that's to stop him before he gets there. You go to either side, wrestle him around, right? Or he reaches, come out. You not come out and strike this way, okay? And all I did there, he reached, I just here. Okay? So it's a lot of ways, and the reason why it's a lot of ways, because there are a lot of different mindsets, a lot of different body types. He reaches, go ahead and attack his thumb. It depends on what your mindset is. It's stabbing his throat with his own thumb, and take him out. You okay? I guess punches, and most people don't know how to punch properly, by the way, and we teach you how. One of the first things we're going to teach when we go into free movement. Free movement is, I'm here, I'm striking, right? It's how to punch properly. Most people don't know how to. And those that did Kung Fu, they'll say, well, I know how to do the 1-inch punch. That's taught by Bruce Lee. And I always say that 1-inch punch is a lie. Because if you know somebody with, my baby, when she was born, had longer than 1-inch fingers. So it can't be a 1-inch punch. Bruce Lee was 5'6". His fingers were probably 3 inches long at the minimum. So it would have been a 3-inch punch, okay? My fingers are probably about, my longest finger, I don't know, from here to here, 5, 6 inches. That's not a 1-inch punch. We don't even have to have 1 inch. You don't need 1 inch. And I'm at the edge here, I might fall. You don't need 1 inch, and if anybody doubts what I'm doing, you can come up, I'll do it to you too. It won't hurt too bad. Because it's about the summation of forces. All I'm doing is using, and I'm not using my hip because it would drop him, but shoulder, elbow, you go from your largest to your smallest joints when you strike. This is what the African learned. So, my shoulder first, my elbow, then my wrist. That's how you punch. Okay? If I add my hip to that, plus distance, it'll drop him in his where he stands. Okay? I don't need a lot of distance. So if he's grabbing me, right, one of my other escapes is just boom, just hit him. You see where he's at? He backed away from me. That's all the space I need to go ahead and do what it is I have to do. Okay? What I did here, understand the body structures, I just pressed this little nerve here. When snipers attack somebody, they hit the same area here. The bullet goes through here, shuts off your, it separates your medulla oblongata from your spine. But they discovered that there's a nerve right there. If I was to hit that nerve here, I can make him have a heart attack from shock. So, in a real instance, when somebody tried to hit me, I just boom, like knocking on the door. His hands went up, like he was, hey, hello, you know. Hands went up, and then he went down. Ever since then, I've been using that. That's how African, you discover. So just that. Okay? You want to put somebody in a choking position. I'm here, right? He puts his chin down to stop that choke. I can't get my hand in. Real simple. You're just going to. It's just knowing the body. He's going to lift that up. Anybody will. A human being will do more to escape pain than to gain pleasure. That's just natural human psychology. So he'll lift that for me all day long. He'll lift it for me all day long. If anybody wants to volunteer, I'll show it to you. Anybody? You're not crazy. It only hurt for a second.
Oh, man. Hey, excuse me. You say he can have a heart attack?
No. If I struck it, I'm not going to do that. He'd be crazy then. So, yeah, go ahead and hit me. Let's see. That would be crazy. No. I'm just going to touch it like I did with him. Okay? That won't make him have a heart attack. You see he's tall. I just go ahead and lower him. If I was a woman, I would lower him the same way. I go ahead and put that hand in that kidney. Human being will do more to escape pain than gain pleasure. He'll run from it. He'll lay right there on me. You don't even know me. Look how comfortable he is. He puts his chin down to stop that. Then I just go right here. See where he's at? Let me put it right there. You okay? Amazing. All human beings will. Right, thank you. Any human being will do that. Okay? So, if you're a sister and somebody's giving you grief, they grab you, just knock on that door. He will let you go. Knock on the door, watch where his hands will go, then he gives it up. He gives it up at that point. It's all right. His wife is looking like, he better not, did she leave it out? His wife is looking like, you better not hurt my baby. Right? Hurt him all the time. Somebody grabs here, and we see this. They teach this when you go to self-defense class. Escape from wrist grab, just because that's all they know. But why? Why would you want to escape from a wrist grab? You know, they say you kick him, and then you do so and so. What's an escape from? Why would he grab my wrist?
He wants to control it.
What does he want to control?
A weapon.
A weapon. I have my knife. He has his knife. see, you don't want that to happen to you, right? So when he grabs, if he grabs with enough force while I drop my weapon, then I better know how to get out of this, you know, or take his weapon. He grabs, he comes, attacks me, I grab here. It's about controlling because I'm going to take him down, or I'm going to stab him with his own weapon, right? So I don't want that to happen to me. He grabs me, then the reason why you learn how to deal with that is so now I'm out, and I save my weapon, or my firearm, or whatever it may be, right? He can grab me, you can put that away. He can grab me in any position he wants. It doesn't matter. And the reason why it's more real is because this is my weapon. I have to protect that, right? I have to protect it. He's thinking of ways that's not going to hurt him as bad. Okay. All right? And all I did there was grab that way again. I just went around. The thumb is weak. The thumb is trying to hold on. It can't. The fingers are in a position where it cannot hold on. I'm actually free from this right now. Okay? And what I just cut him, by the way. I push and cut. Okay? Push, cut, push away. Go ahead and give him something. There. I don't want to say finish him off. I just want to kind of wake him up, and like he's going to sleep on me, so I wake him up. Okay? All right? So we learn to get out of that. That's why. So the next time you go to a self-defense class, they say, we're going to learn wrist grabs. I say, why are we learning wrist grabs? Because the police may grab your wrist, take you somewhere. If you allow the police to grab your wrist like this, you're totally unaware. Okay? And by the way, the police will usually grab you either this way, or they grab you here. They're about to do a steel transport lock. That's just nice language for I'm about to put the cuffs on you here, and then I'm about to put the cuffs on you here. So if he grabs in this way, that's that come a long way. You're already out. He grabs you and pulls you this way. You just go that way. I'm out. Go ahead and give him something, okay? Or keep him there. Come over, put him down on his knees here, hit him, and the Chinese police who invade, maybe, go ahead and take that out of here, okay? Just go ahead and take that out of here. Now, people say, well, you know, you snap the neck, you end him, you hit him in the groin. Now, if you snap his neck, you probably did end him. Most people, only problem is don't know how to really break somebody's neck. Most people will push the head like this. And that does nothing. He just turns around, around, around. And you probably experienced that in class, the guy just turning with you. That's because the neck will not snap like this. The shoulders will move with that. If you isolate the shoulders, you might get lucky. All you have to do is put your hand on the crest of the head, not here, the crest. Move the chin upwards at an angle. Move this down. You'll get exactly what you're looking for. Okay? The way you train is the way you fight. If you train all your life to do it like that, and then you wonder why he just spin around and hit you in the noggin when you turn, it's because you didn't learn properly. You didn't learn proper anatomy. But here, he's not turning. He's tapping because it hurts. He'll be done. Boom! He'll be done. He doesn't get to turn anywhere unless he flips his body around like a propeller. Okay? It's just knowing those things. These clothes here are weapons. I'm not going to tear his clothes up, but it's as simple as putting the thumb in here, pulling across, pushing his head across. I just cut off his carotid artery on this side with my fingers, cut off the carotid artery on this side here. He'll be out in 4 to 10 seconds. Okay? It's just knowing the body. I do a thing a lot. Let's see. Strong, brother. Can you come up for me, brother? Yes. And I'm gonna end on this. Because we're into, whoo boy, I may have picked the wrong person. It's you. Yeah, wrong dude. Oh, well, put your hands out for me. Don't let me push your arm down. Very good. Now, we all into Asian martial arts and the mysticism of it and everything, right? You can't fight with mysticism. Moses Powell once said, you know, I've seen guys eat razor blades, walk on knives. I just want to know, can they fight? Right? Mm-hmm. Now, if he lifts his arm up this time, I'm going to give his strength to you. Don't let me push you down. Woo, boy, he's strong. Maybe I shouldn't use my fingers. So he's fighting me, but he is strong. Woo! But you see how he's going down, right?
Yes, sir.
Should I give him the strength back? Let me see something. I think I'll give it back. Give me. Hold on. There we go. Now, you can go ahead and relax for me. Now, a brother saw this one time I was doing a test. He said, you're a chi master. You're a chi master. You're a chi master. I said, we don't deal with chi. We have ashe. It's different. Chi comes from here. Ashe is all around us. He said, well, man, that's even better. I said, but that's not what I did. Ashe is knowledge. We say knowledge, wisdom, and understanding is power. And with them, I can accomplish what I will. All it is knowledge of the anatomy. What I did here, body strong, 90 degrees, perpendicular to the ground. You take it 1 degree off his axis, forward or backwards, it's weak. I take it 1 degree, he can't even tell. So you definitely can't tell. I moved it 1 degree forward, it's weak. So what does that do for you? If he strikes my way, right, I can easily move him. They said, well, how do you, I did a video on this, it's impossible. He was stabbing at you with a knife. How could you, because whenever a person stabs, the arm seeks to go inward. You see that? It's going inward off his axis already. It's already weak. So when he comes forward, it's weak. He's going to move that way. Anytime I want his back, anytime he throws a punch, he's weak. I have his back if I want it. Even if he changes it up, he threw the hook. That's even more beautiful because it's going here anyway. Right? So all I have to do is just duck under it. Boom, I'm behind him already. He's done. I'm done. It's just understanding the anatomy. This is what we do. It's reality in combat. All right? So when you come to us, a lot of people get shook up because one, I joke around with you and you think I'm supposed to be all serious because I've been doing this so long. I'm still alive because I'm not so serious. I've seen brothers walking around kung fu shoes on, kung fu, and they're ready. They're ready. If you're not ready, and whatever you have on, you're in trouble anyway. Okay? So you'll see me wear whatever. This, I have on a suit, full African clothes, whatever it is I decide to wear. All right? Because you should be ready in whatever. If I'm not ready in this, then I'll be killed if I'm going to some special event where I have to dress appropriately, all right? So everything is real. Also when people come in, they expect forms, they really expect karate with an African outfit on it. That's not what we are. The principles are very different, and it's very realistic, and we tell you. I feel sorry for a student that came in, he just wasn't getting techniques, and I can mobilize, was like, get that junk out of here. Like, you know, you slam somebody shooting a basketball down. Get out of here, it doesn't work. And you be like, what in the world? He wouldn't do that to a child trainer, but a man, come on. We supposed to be soft with you? No, we're not going to be. I've been told my tests are the hardest thing ever and that I'm probably certifiably insane. But the test, what's a test? You're testing yourself. You're testing to see if you can survive out here with what you learn. So when we test you, we throw you in the elements. It doesn't matter if it's snowing, raining, if fire's coming from the sky, we still are testing you because under those conditions, if you can defend yourself what you learn, then you're good. And you figure out, wow, I can really use this stuff. In 3 months, I can really defend myself. Whereas one of my students trained for 2 years in an art that all he learned was forms for 2 years. And he said, well, how do we defend ourselves? It'll come out when it happens. The way you train is the way you fight. That's a lie, or the instructor just doesn't know. And so when he gets you, you get somebody's trying to punch you and they're not fighting the way that they fight in your kung fu class. And they're doing all kinds of crazy stuff. And you're like, wait a minute, my whipping dragon doesn't stop that. I just got hit in the mouth. What happened? It's because whipping dragon wasn't made for what he was doing. And you can't call on what's made for that, whereas you should just be able to adjust and go to work, okay? So that's what we do.